one Twins way in Minneapolis. Welcome inside Target Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Minnesota Twins.
And now, please welcome your Minnesota Twins.
And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Joe Ryan.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the
Leading off here tonight, right fielder, number 23, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And that's how we get started here in Minnesota. Ryan, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. That's outside. Ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Batting second, center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for
Batting
some,
third,
so
third baseman, Manny Machado.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Steps off, checks the runner at first. Manny Machado up to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. And that's outside. Got him swinging.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Comes up to hit. Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. And that one is in for a strike. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing.
Runner on the move. Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. Here's Byron Buxton. Check swing, and he went. In there at the knees.
That's a ball.
1-2.
That's in. Inside. Ball 2.
That's a laser base hit. Can't field it cleanly.
Batting second, second baseman, Luke Keeschel.
Now he's just off. Nothing going on at first. Runner on the go.
Ball, that's out.
Safe.
That's ball 2.
Pitch out, but no movement. Ball 3. And it's second. And ball 4 to a board.
Take your base.
Batting third, first baseman, Josh Bell.
And that is out of play. Buxton over at second. Keeschel at first with no outs. Runners on the move. No throw. Double steal. They're both steals. Here's a 1-1. And that's here at the knees for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That's a strike.
Batting fourth, right fielder,
Matt
Wallner.
Golden opportunity right here. Check swing went around. Strike 1. Right there for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Ball. Hey. That's a ball.
Base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that ends the inning. Back in Minnesota.
Leading off for San Diego, first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Back off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball right side.
Nope. Foul ball.
Just foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Close,
ball one.
Called a ball. And a count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Good
ball, that's outside.
Spot. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Lead runner to second.
Batting seventh, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
For these guys here, so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands out and to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
0-1. On the ground to third, might be 2. Quick to 1. Relay to first, double play. Here's Miguel
Batting
Andujar.
8th, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Ball, that's out.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The Padres looking to strike first here at the top of the second.
3.
And looking, that's a strikeout. Bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Twins, designated hitter, Trevor Larnach.
Ball, that's inside.
And another ball. Foul ball there. The 2-1. And there's a ball. This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. And there's one down. Here's Royce Lewis.
Ball, that's out.
No score here in the second.
Nope.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Batting 8th, the shortstop,
Runner at second.
Brooks
Brooks Lee. The next
Lee.
twin up to hit. Towards first. And that's a fair ball. The run comes in to score from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So up next for Minnesota, Austin Martin. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Up next for the Twins,
So
center fielder, Byron Buxton.
He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
that's right.
Yep, that ball went out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Pitch misses there, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient.
Ball 4,
showing
take
good
your base.
discipline. Now he's in the driver's
Up next
seat.
for the Twins,
And ball 4,
second
2
baseman,
more.
Luke
Keishel. Now the
Keishel.
walked his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Two on, 2 outs. Check
Aye.
swing, but he went too far. 0-2. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat.
Up next for the Twins, first baseman,
Now
Josh
bases loaded.
Bell.
Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Josh Bell. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. That gets the zone, and the count 1-1.
Ball,
In
that's in.
situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And that one fouled off. The 2-2 on the way. And he grounds
Foul!
out to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
To me, it looks like they're trying to do too much with pitches they shouldn't even be swinging at. It's tough because
That's ball
you want
3.
to take control of the game early on, but sometimes that approach can backfire.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. One runs in, now a second crosses the plate. A 2-run double.
Just a great at-bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the batter now, Matt Wallner.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for San
Stepping in
Diego,
for San
catcher,
Diego,
Freddie Fermin.
He's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In the air, right field. Wallner under it. And there's one away. So the San Diego
Up next for the
batting order turns
Padres,
over. Now
right
it's
fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. Late on that fastball.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
To third, Lewis. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Digging in, Jackson Merrill. Picked up a base hit to center his first time on.
Ball, that's just out.
Ball one. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, out number 3. Bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Twins, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
Fastball for a strike. Comes up empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Trevor Larnach. Tried to center his first time.
Hey!
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count.
Off the plate, ball
get some
one.
Quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The throw in. So a man aboard now with one away.
All over that
Up
one right
next
there.
for the
Just a
Twins,
solid swing right
third
there.
baseman,
Right out front and
Royce
pitched it into the outfield for a base hit.
Lewis.
Those always feel great.
Now
Aye.
Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit. Right there, strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go on a Cronenworth. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back at target
Leading
field.
off for
So
San
digging in
Diego,
now for
third
San
baseman,
Diego,
Manny Machado.
Ball one.
The 1-0. And Manny gets a piece. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Joe Ryan with the strikeout.
Up next for the Padres, left
Here's
fielder Ramon
His
Laureano.
first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Right there for a strike.
2.
Cuts on it, misses. That's a strike.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman Gavin Sheets.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And
Ball.
that misses. And that is ball 1. Swings through that.
Inside, ball.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, right
Foul
side.
ball.
And it goes just foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Bottom 4, and now for the Twins, Brooks Lee.
Inside, ball one.
Shortstop takes the ball. Takes it in for the out. And here is Austin Martin. That one fouled off. Hit hard, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
That's a ball. He's safe. Hey!
He went, and that's strike one. Now
Ball.
Missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location
Ball.
if
That's
he wants
inside.
to go back there later in this count.
And ball
Ball.
4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Up next for the Twins,
First and
second baseman,
Luke Heschel. The next twin up to him.
Heschel.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal.
Hey!
That's it. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe.
He's so good about trying to...
Now pitching for San Diego, number 68, Kyle Hart.
Never an easy situation coming in with runners in second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Hey,
That's in
2.
there. No balls, 2 strikes.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready
Up
to
next
get
for the
anything close to his
Twins,
own.
first baseman,
Now switching
Josh
Josh
Bell.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up
Now
next
here's
for the
Jake Cronenworth.
Padres,
He
second
hit into a double
baseman,
play
Jake
his first time
Cronenworth.
up. He swings and fouls one off. Cronenworth.
Nope. That's inside.
7th round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. That one's in there. That is strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the DH for the Padres, Miguel Andujar. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. We head to the bottom
Leading
of the
off for the
fifth.
Twins,
Now the cleanup
right
hitter for
fielder,
Minnesota.
Matt Wallner.
And there's one down. Ryan Jeffers.
Up next for the
Next cleanup
Twins,
to hit.
catcher,
3-pitch strikeout last time up.
Ryan
Got to put up more
Jeffers.
In the air, left field, down the line.
No, foul ball.
Oh, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
The 1-2. That's inside.
Ball inside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Way upstairs, and now 3-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And that's a home run into the upper deck. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And next is the designated hitter, Trevor Larnach. 1 for 2. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball there. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Twins,
Next for
third
Minnesota,
baseman,
Royce
Lewis.
High fly ball, right field. Tatis settles underneath it. And that is that. Top 6.
Leading
So
off for the
digging in
Padres,
now for San
catcher
Diego,
Freddie Fermin. Now pitching for the Twins, number 43, Anthony Banda.
So he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Padres need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far.
Nope. Ball 1.
0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The 1-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr.
El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah!
Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. And
Up next for the Padres, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
Definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Now this one gets away from the catcher, and the runner stays where he is. Late with the swing there.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Tatis runs. And a sac bunt here. Lewis To first and
Safe.
beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he found himself behind
Up
in the
next
count
for the
right there.
Padres,
He didn't give
third
in.
baseman,
Now let's see if they
Manny
can string something
Machado.
together. Make it a little more interesting.
Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. And Manny gets a piece. Two on, one out. Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Still flings it to second. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Up
Ramon
next for the
Laureano,
Padres,
the next up
left
for the
fielder,
Padres.
Ramon Laureano.
2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
It's a squeeze. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. So up next.
Up next for the
Gavin
Padres,
Sheets.
first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Late swing, foul to the left. 2 on, 2 outs. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very different.
Got him swinging for the K. Good job at damage control right there. Well, we go bottom 6.
Leading off for the Twins, the shortstop, Brooks Lee.
Foul ball.
Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
That one missed. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder, Austin Martin.
Hey.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 there. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. Back to the top.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Ball 1.
Also some power.
That's ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's in there. And a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air. Sheets settles under this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back in Minnesota.
Leading off for
Stepping
San
in
Diego,
for San Diego,
shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Now pitching for the Twins, number 65, Cody Morrison.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to
Up
swing
next
it
for
on
the
first
Padres,
pitch. Got a
second
fastball,
baseman,
middle of the plate,
Jake
jumped all over.
Cronenworth.
Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stepping in, Jake Cronenworth.
Ball that's outside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Morrison, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Bell.
Safe.
He's safe.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar, the next to hit. In the air, left field. And there's one down. 2 aboard with 1 out.
Up next for the Padres, catcher, Freddie Fermin.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next one.
Ball that's low.
And that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Breaking ball.
Time out. That got him.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ball inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swings through that one.
Ball 2.
The Padres with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a bunt right side. Bell. Here's one.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Hey! Strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. He's going to try to simplify.
Runner! And all 3 runners on the move here. Swings and misses. Stuck him out. And the Padres waste a chance. Bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Twins, second baseman, Luke Keeschel. Now pitching for San Diego, number 72.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Swinging a foul out of play. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. And it's caught for the out. So digging in, Josh Bell. In the air, left field. And it drops in. And that's a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
Up next for the Twins, right fielder, Wallner.
It just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Now here is Matt Wallner. And that one gets past the catcher. The throw to second. Bell into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. And it's second.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And the count is 2-0. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
off the plate.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? That one fouled off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Twins, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
Line drive.
No, that's
and
foul.
Foul ball. And on second, 2 down. That one misses. And 1-1. Way out front for strike 2. Checks
Outside, that's a ball.
Go. The count now 2-2. Stays alive. In the air, right field. Tatis moving under this one. And that will end the inning. We go to the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 44, Cole Sands.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of
Ball
breaks.
1.
So tough to get that barrel to.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 1 away. Ramon Laureano.
Up next for the Padres, left fielder Ramon Laureano.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Right there for a strike. Struck him out swinging. And way out.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman Gavin Sheets.
And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
Misses, and it's 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Buxton moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back at target field.
Leading off for the Twins, designated hitter Trevor Larnach.
Hey!
Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Out towards right center field. Merrill takes it in for the out. 1 down. So up next for Minnesota.
Up next for the Twins, third baseman Royce Lewis.
Big swing and a miss.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And that one is lifted in the air. 2 away. Here's the shortstop.
Up next for the Twins, the shortstop, Brooks Lee.
No, inside.
Fastball for a strike. And now
Nope,
2 balls
outside.
and a strike.
Ball, that's down.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. All set to
Leading
start
off
the
for
ninth
San
in this
Diego,
one.
shortstop,
Stepping in for San
Xander
Diego,
Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts. And
Yeah!
a nice strike to Xander Bogaerts.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. He's a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
And that's
Nope,
down and
that's a
away.
ball.
What a stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So it's their
Up
last
next
chance
for the
in this one.
Padres,
Next
the
is
designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
0 for 3 in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Up next for the
Smashed that one through
Padres,
infield for the
catcher,
knock, but it's hit
Freddie
that hard,
Fermin.
It makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now, Freddie Fermin swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Runner,
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. No throw. He's in there safely.
Runner,
He's
runner!
just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, he held him down for 2 solid innings, recording 6 outs in this game. Really nice job of executing his pitches. Really just playing catch with the catcher, throwing whatever was put down, and letting the defense do some work behind it.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shammy. Talk to you soon.